Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So if you watched my last video, you saw the absolute train wreck of an eBay purchase I made. It was a half box of 1986 Topps baseball cards. And I really knew the second that I opened the box that something was wrong before I even opened any of the packs. There was clearly no gum inside any of the packs, and the seals looked altered, and the corners of many of the packs looked like they had been kind of opened and put back together. So it was really a total shameless reseal job. And if you want to see exactly what those red flags look like so you can avoid them when purchasing wax packs, I'll leave a link to that video in the description below. So after that bad experience, I decided to stop messing around. I went straight to the authority in the hobby for unopened material, the baseball card exchange. And I initially just wanted to pick up a clean, guaranteed, authentic 86 Topps pack and a 1991 Topps pack to pair with a couple of complete sets that I have. But as you can see by the size of this box, perhaps, might have gotten a little carried away. So I'm gonna go ahead and open this up on video. I thought show you what the packaging looks like and what I picked up. So if you follow the baseball card exchange, you know that their inventory fluctuates quite a lot. With the National Sports Collectors Convention actually happening right now as we speak, I thought their selection online would be kind of at a high point maybe before the show, and then likely very depleted after the show. So I figured it was a good time to kind of pick up some packs now and not have to wait several months until maybe their inventory's resupplied. So let's go ahead and get into this. I've never ordered from BBCE before, so this is my first time opening up one of their boxes. And my goal here, as I mentioned, I was initially aiming just for an 86 and a 91 Topps pack, one of each, but my bigger goal is that I wanted to build a complete run of packs, and specifically a Topps baseball pack from every year between 1980 and 1992, which was the era in which I was collecting and really obsessed with when I was growing up. And then because I couldn't resist, I decided to add in some classic Fleer and Donruss packs at the same time. And so really the plan with these packs is to keep them sealed long term and maybe set up like a cool display case. But altogether with shipping, what I got ended up running me about $300 actually. So, I figured that since I'm not attending the National this year, I'm practically, saving money by not going. So what's $300? Something, just a drop in the bucket, maybe. At least that's what I'm telling myself anyway. So let's go ahead and pull these out. All right, so you can see, the pros, I think, really know how to package this stuff. Obviously, this is not 89 Fleer, but it's a nice box nonetheless. And yeah, some good packaging and popcorn peanuts to kind of keep the pack secure in there. So yeah, let's go ahead and pull these out and I can show you what I ended up getting. Got 86 Fleer, 85 Donruss. I'm just gonna go ahead and pull these out and maybe just arrange them on the table here. I'll talk through what I was going for. There's my 91 Topps. It's one of the original targets. So I told you I got a little carried away, didn't I? There's 86 tops. 82. Something's not right here. I'm not even sure. That one's 83. 81, there we go. A little out of order. A couple more. 82 Fleer. Fit these all onto the screen here. This is even more than I remember ordering, honestly. But yeah, kind of slot those into place. So I have some sealed wax packs already from some of the late 80s and early 90s years. So I was kind of looking to fill in what I didn't already have. But, you know, first of all, like some of the 90s cheap packs here, I think it's kind of the heart or the late part of the junk wax era. You know, we got 91 Fleer. No one's favorite with those bright yellow cards. I think these were just $1 or $1.10 or something like that. 91 Donruss, again, it was about $1. 90 Fleer, I think this was the cheapest pack. I ended up getting 85 cents, something like that. But you know, ultimately, like, who can resist kind of the classic design and some of the nostalgia with these cards, even though some of these packs, 88 Fleer, you know, really not particularly valuable, nothing that I'm like searching for or looking to score in any of these packs. But again, just wanting to complete a run or a full run of packs from the years I was collecting. Yeah, and then, you know, 88 Donruss. I mean, gosh, like they only made what, 100 million, or who knows how many different packs of those are still existing, probably unopened right now. But then we kind of get into the heart of kind of the heavier hitters here. So, you know, 84, obviously the Mattingly rookie, I think with Topps and Donruss and Fleer being a big card in all those packs. Those were a little bit more expensive. I want to say the Topps pack was, I don't know, $35, something like that. Fleer was less, and I think Donruss was similar. Maybe that one was about 35. Of course, 85 Topps and the, you know, classic Mark McGwire rookie. Got 85 Kirby Puckett in there. And then, as I mentioned, like 86, named it one. These were ultimately what I was originally going for, and were, you know, fairly affordable. I mean, this was just $1, a little over $1, I think. I think this was about $6, something like that. And then, you know, I decided I didn't have some of these older packs, but I loved collecting these cards and still do. 82 and 83 Topps, of course, 81. We've got 81 Fleer, which was their first year Fleer made baseball cards. They didn't have 81 Donruss, otherwise I probably would have picked up one of those too. But you know, and then we've got, of course, 82 with both Donruss and Fleer and Topps. Cal Ripken's rookie year, so it's a key one there. Yeah, just gorgeous. I love the design of these packs. I think it's, you know, really nostalgic and cool to look back on. So yeah, you know, obviously, I think the BBCE being the authority really makes great products, gives them, you know, a certain level of authenticity that you just can't get from eBay necessarily. But I have, you know, obviously complete confidence in these being original and fully sealed, untampered with packs, and they look to be in great shape. So yeah, huge shout out to BBCE on the service they provide. the logistics, I gotta say, you know, and I'm just speaking as a collector, and I'm in no way sponsored by or affiliated with or endorsing BBCE, but I ordered these late Saturday night, so they didn't actually go out in the mail until Monday, and literally they just landed on my doorstep today, Wednesday, so just regular standard shipping, and it just took 2 days to get here. So yeah, really can't complain about the service. So yeah, really excited to get these. Awesome. I mean, it's going to be tempting to open them up sometime, but like I said, I'm planning to keep all these sealed and maybe come up with a cool display. Yeah, it's kind of the ultimate time machine here. You can travel back in time to era in which you were collecting, and kind of be able to relive some of the thrill that you had as a kid or whatever, collecting and opening up packs like you did back in the day. So yeah, I'd be curious to know, you know, what era was your favorite to collect, and if you have any comments, please leave me a note down in the comments below. And what do you think? Would you open up any of these packs, or would you keep them sealed? So we'll see. See if I'm able to resist, or if they find their way onto a future video. So that's it. Hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, hit subscribe below, join our channel, and I'll see you on the next edition.